As mentioned on the previous documentary Blackball, Irv Gotti remained a key piece to DMX's and Jay-Z's legacy. Irv produced several cuts on Jay-Z's classic Reasonable Doubt and was heavily responsible for getting DMX signed to Def Jam in 1997. Despite the success of Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z experienced what many consider a sophomore slump with his release In My Lifetime Volume 1. Jay-Z seemingly abandoned the sound from Reasonable Doubt and went with a more polished bad boy formula, which was the thing at the time. Irv Gotti felt this was his biggest mistake, was abandoning the sound that made him famous in the first place. This made Irv focus more on DMX at the time.
Now, Jay may get mad at me for saying that, but again, it's the truth, man. This is my opinion, my truthful opinion, though. Jay-Z, he made Reasonable Doubt, which is, one of the greatest rap albums ever. Biggie died. He went and ran to the Biggie formula. So he figured, I'll get all them great records that they was about to give Big. But that wasn't his energy. He made that album, he didn't f with none of us. It was a bad boy hitman album. Sunshine, You Belong to the Streets, all of that bullshit. Jay especially, he looked and seen what I did with X and was like, whoa, holy shit, that shit worked. His Volume 1 album sold like platinum. X comes out, sells 5. So now, he's looking for shit. He's in my office a little bit more now at Def Jam. Jay's in there and he's vibing. He's like, yeah. He said, yo, what's this? I said, oh, it's a record I'm doing with Ja. And I said, yeah, Ja got a hook. And Ja was like, yeah, can I get a f you to these all of my bitches who don't got the... Jay leaves the office. 5 minutes later, oh, what up? Yo, let me get that record and like, what record? He's the record y'all doing. This shit hot. So I put him on the phone with Ja. Ja gave him the flow, the hook. Now, Jay may get mad at me for saying that, but again, it's the truth, man. Like, what the man? If you're mad at me for saying the truth, then I'm sorry, yo. When he dropped Hard Knock Life, it was a quick impact. It got him on David Letterman, it got him on, you know what I'm saying? It got him everywhere, but it was a quick burn. It was bing, bing, gone. Can I Get It stayed on the charts for almost a year. Then what helped sell that album? Money Cash Hoes. Money Cash Hoes was Jay coming around after X is fucking the biggest in the world and saying, let me get some Swiss beats. I get X, we come, that's that picture with me, Jay and X in Hit Factory like this. It was a great moment for me because they always had friction because they battled and X like hated them. Jay really didn't give a f, but Jay was always, they was always on some competitive shit. That's just the truth, sorry. That session for Money Cash Hoes was ill. Hundreds, Rockefeller, Rough Riders, all in there. And that's when I was like, yo, this is a tour. It's the hottest in the world in this motherfucker right now. We need to, and that it sparked the idea of the Hard Knock Life tour.
DMX release It's Dark and Hell is Hot literally forced Jay-Z to not only pay attention, but also really forced him to really compete this time. DMX wasn't only ushering a new sound, but he also brought his new movement and label titled The Rough Riders. It was direct competition with Rockefeller Records, so it wasn't only artist versus artist, it was also movement versus movement. Jay-Z went back to the streets with his release, The Streets Is Watching, and knew that's what he needed with a different sound for Hard Knock Life Volume 2 to compete with DMX. Produced by Irv Gotti, his first single titled Can I Get a What What featuring Ja Rule and Amir was what he needed. The record was a smash.
Can I hit it in the morning without giving you half of my dough? And even worse, if I was broke, would you want me? If I couldn't get you finer things like all of them diamond rings, would you still roll? If we couldn't see the sun rising off the shore of Thailand, would you ride then? If I wasn't driving, if I wasn't a 8-figure by the name of Jigger, would you come around me and would you clown me? If I couldn't flow futuristic, would ya put your 2 lips on my pussy? Could ya see yourself with a working harder than 9 to 5, contend to 6, 2 jobs to survive? Or do you need a baller so you can shop into the mall? Brag, tell your friends what I bought ya. If you couldn't see yourself with a when this dough is low, baby girl, if this is so, yo, can I get a what? Do these chickens from all over get no dough.
Can I get a to these fellas from all of my ladies who don't got love for players without love?
Irv had DMX and Jay-Z still collab on It's Murder, Murdergram, Kill 'Em All, and had plans to put out an album involving all three of them, including Ja Rule, but unfortunately, due to schedule conflicts and egos, it never happened. Jay-Z would rather focus on Hard Knock Life Volume 2, DMX would ride the momentum of His Dark as Hell is Hot and work on his second album, and Ja Rule will focus on finding his own voice by working on his debut album, Veni Vidi Vici.